Long time no see, guys. I do apologise for that. I was planning on getting back to some training and then got hit with this illness that has been going around, and I've been completely wiped out for well over a week now. So not the best, but today I'm going to do my first session in the new pain cave because I've had it there for a while and I haven't used it yet. And I thought I should get back to some training because I feel like an absolute potato. The issue is it's about coming up to 6 o'clock in the evening and it's freezing and I've just lit the fire. So a lot of me doesn't really want to get on the turbo, but I think that's what the winter grind is going to be about, getting me out of this cozy room and getting me on the turbo because, well, I've just lost a week and a half of potential fitness gains. Not that it matters too much right now in the season, but it is frustrating. So we're kind of starting from scratch, and I'm going to tiptoe my way through it. So tonight we're not doing anything crazy, we're just doing an easy spin, but we're testing out the new pain cave, making sure everything works because the Wi-Fi has been an issue. So I've had to get a new ugly Wi-Fi router which looks hideous. We'll try and hide it somewhere so you can't see it, and just test out the setup ahead of some more hardcore sessions that inevitably will come in the future. So let's go. Right, here we are. So, move some things about a little bit. This is my setup so far. Pretty basic, but it should do the job. I do have some wall mounts. Leon, very nicely, let me have some of his wall mounts that he's got in his bike room. So these might end up going on the wall, but I think this would be nice to have the setup here, and then obviously when it's sunlight I can have those kind of, the curtains open, the windows open, the doors open, whatever. Yeah, I might move some bits around, but this is kind of what we're working with currently. I want to keep it quite minimalistic in here, but also obviously make it as user-friendly as possible. Quick interjection for this week's video sponsor, which is the Running Algorithm, your one-stop solution to run coaching. This is a completely AI-generated run program where you get unlimited changes to the plan. The program adapts around your lifestyle, gets an understanding of how different stimuluses affect you. So for example, you want to run 3 times a day. Technically you could. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as a coach myself, but you definitely could, and the program would work around you. If you miss a week of training, for example, because things have come up in your life, or you got ill, or you got sick, whatever it is, you got an injury, the running algorithm will adapt and change things based on where you're going to start next. So you don't miss, let's say, week 4 of a run build, and you then get to week 5 and you have to repeat week 4 again. Running algorithm doesn't do that. You start fresh where you are, and it will adapt and change everything going forward for you, just like a real coach. You also get the ability of having a program that understands different stresses on your body. So for example, if you're someone who, let's say every Tuesday, you go off and you play tennis with your mates in the evening, or you go to the driving range and I don't know, you go and play 18 holes on the weekend, whatever it is, the running algorithm will understand those stresses on your body, it will learn that, and then it will adapt the plan based on how you're feeling. So please do go and check it out using the links in the description below. Thanks very much to the running algorithm for supporting this video. And without any further ado, let's crack on. Unfortunately, this little badger down here, the Wi-Fi is not working. So my first port of call is to make sure the Wi-Fi does work consistently. I have just realized I've forgotten to bring my laptop. So it won't be on Zwift or Training Peaks Virtual. I will just have to use my Garmin, but nevertheless, I do want to make sure that the Wi-Fi works because that could potentially be a little bit of a problem. The reason why I've also set the bike up this way is because it hides the heater here, which isn't exactly pretty to look at, but also if I'm ever doing heat training, whack this on and the fan there will blow toasty warm air at me and make me think about ending it. I will need to get a turbo mat at some point, but tonight's session session is just an hour steady, so hopefully I won't be sweating too much, but I'm so unfit that I can't promise anything. So without any further ado, let's crack on. We need to find some pedals. Oh, Jesus Christ, I've just realised I don't have a chain on it. No! Oh, where's that thing? Probably be in there somewhere. Alright, we got some tinkering to do before we can start. I don't have a rear mech on here. Fantastic. I found it. I've also found 3 chains. Do they fit? Do I care? The answer is no. So I'm going to put them on and see what happens. And then at some point, do want to change that back to my 60 ring in here. More for aesthetics, because I think 1x looks cooler, but that's not the time to do it now. So let's do this and then let's go on the bike. I've not used this turbo for ages, and I've just spun it and it sounds oh yeah. That doesn't sound brilliant. So I think I'm going to do what I do when my car makes a loud noise, is just turn up the music and pretend you can't hear it. So there have been quite a few things up until now that would suggest this is definitely my first session in the new pain cave, because I'm forgetting absolutely everything. And I've just realised I've forgotten probably one of the most important things. I didn't bring any water bottles with me, so that's fun. No hydration for me. And can you listen to that? I know exactly what that is. I have put the chain on the wrong way. Why am I such an absolute potato? Right, so I have put the chain incorrectly on the rear mech, so it's not in there properly. What an absolute loser. Harry, why are you such a div? I can't answer that question right now. Oh god. I'm never gonna get this ride done, and it's only an hour easy, but I mean, I'm kind of glad that everyone else is witnessing the stupidity, because otherwise people just wouldn't believe it. Right, I need to sort the chain out. Do I go and get a bottle of water? I mean, the house is literally like 5 meters away, but I think I might just grizz it out, you know? It's only an hour. And we're away. I think I originally wanted to start at 6. It's now 7, so we've had an hour of fannying, but hopefully this does mean that a setup. You can tell I'm unfit. Bloody hell. I'm only pushing 190 watts. What a loser. Anyway, hopefully this means that it'll be smooth running next time I get on the turbo. Touch wood. Well, there we go. That was an hour normalized to 40 something, but my heart rate most of the time was like 160 or something, which is like threshold heart rate. So yeah, clearly a little bit ill still, and very unfit, which I mean, if you don't laugh you cry, so that's what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to cry on camera just yet. Although maybe I've already done that, I don't know. Everything kind of worked fairly smoothly after I got over all of the hiccups. But yeah, the setup I think should work pretty well once we get everything else sorted. We get a nice turbo mat there. The bike's, like I said, may go on the wall. I think this is kind of it. Like, I want to keep it fairly minimalistic in here. These bits are, you know, certain bits of storage, stuff like that. Tools, gels, whatever, extra bits and bobs, dehumidifier, because, well, let's just check. Are the windows steamed up? No? Hello. Neighbour's probably checking me out. She's in love with me. She's about 80 years old, by the way. Very attractive. Why do I say shit like that? That's not even funny. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna cancel here before I get cancelled for saying some inappropriate stuff. But yeah, hopefully going forward I'm gonna get into more of a routine, posting more regularly. I really want to get back to posting once a week. I really want to get back onto posting on Instagram. It has just been a bit of a roller coaster since coming into off season. Buying the house, sorting the house out. House is kind of in a position now where I don't need to keep spending ludicrous amounts of money on it. Although, well, fingers crossed. Okay, I'm going to touch a lot of wood with that statement, because you never know. I'm motivated more than ever because the back end of 25 sucked and I didn't enjoy it, and I feel like I fell into nearly depression. I'm going to be honest, nearly depression. So we're bouncing back out of that. We're figuring out some stuff. We're being more professional with our approach, and I'm going to keep you in the loop with all the things that I'm going to be focusing on to have a bigger and better 26, to not only keep up with the competition and the evolution of the sport, but to overtake them. That is the goal. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks so much for watching this video. The next session in here will probably be a bit more spicy and a bit more exciting. Saying that, I nearly died on this one, so that's not brilliant. But yeah, cheers for that, and I'll see you in the next one.